How many times have you watched your cat do this? They walk up to something, your bag, the corner of a wall, your leg, and they press the side of their face into it, sometimes gently, sometimes with this deep, grinding pressure, like they're trying to merge with the furniture. You probably thought, cute, weird, moving on. But here's what was actually happening in that moment. Your cat was writing, not with ink, not with sound, with something far older, far more precise, and far more personal than either of those things. They were leaving a message built from chemistry, on every surface that matters to them. And on you? When they rubbed their face on your hand, your cheek, your ankle, that message was specifically, intentionally, and lovingly about you. You've seen this behavior 1,000 times. Today, for the first time, you're going to understand exactly what it says. Welcome back to the Curious Cat Mind. This is Series 3, The Secret Language of Cats. We've spent the last few episodes decoding tails, ears, and eyes. Today we go somewhere most cat owners never think to look. We're going invisible. Because this episode is about scent communication, specifically the behavior called bunting and aloe rubbing. The face rubbing, cheek pressing, forehead bumping ritual your cat performs dozens of times every single day. By the end of this video, you will be able to read exactly what kind of face rub your cat is doing and what each variation means. You'll understand the biology behind why this works. You'll know when your cat is claiming territory versus expressing love versus managing anxiety. And my favorite part, you'll learn how to respond in their language. Save this one. You're going to want to come back to it. Let's get into it. Before we decode the signals, you need to know the hardware. Cats have scent glands embedded in the skin of their face, and not just one type. They have several, positioned in different spots, each producing a chemically distinct secretion. Here's the map. The temporal glands sit at the temples, just in front of the ears. They're active during confident, exploratory marking, when a cat moves through their territory with ownership and ease. The cheek glands run along the cheekbones. They produce what scientists call facial pheromone fraction F3, the same compound used in synthetic calming products like Feline. This is the safe, familiar mine signal. When your cat presses their cheek into something, they are chemically labeling it as part of their world of comfort. The perioral glands sit around the mouth and chin. Chin rubbing draws on these glands. It's more investigative in nature. I was here. I've registered this. The forehead glands sit between the eyes and ears. These are heavily used in social bunting, the deliberate head bumps between bonded cats, and between cats and the humans they love most. Each zone carries a different emotional weight. Which part of the face your cat uses tells you exactly what kind of statement they're making. Now let's go signal by signal. There are 8 variations of this behavior, and each one means something different. Signal 1. The cheek. Press on an object. This is territorial marking in its purest form. When a cat slides their cheek along a surface, furniture, door frames, walls, the edge of your laptop, they are depositing F3 pheromones that say, "This is part of my safe zone." Notice the body language. The movement is slow, deliberate, often with a low and relaxed posture. The tail may be softly curved. The eyes are half closed. This is not aggression. This is architecture. Your cat is building an invisible map of safety around them, chemically marking the boundaries of a world they feel secure in. What to read? Contentment, ownership, comfort in this space. Signal 2. The forehead bump on you. Pay close attention to which part of the head makes contact. When a cat leads with the forehead, not the cheek, the forehead, and presses it into you, this is called a head bunt. It is the most intimate form of scent communication in a cat's entire repertoire. Here's what makes it special. The forehead glands are almost exclusively used in social bonding. Cats in the wild only head bunt with animals they genuinely trust. In multi-cat households, you'll only see it between cats that are deeply bonded. When your cat presses their forehead into your hand, your face, your chest, they are placing you in the same emotional category as their most trusted companion. What to read? Deep trust. Belonging, you are mine and I am yours. Signal 3. The chin rub on objects. The chin carries the perioral glands, and chin rubbing tends to be more investigative than territorial. You'll often see this on new objects brought into the home. Grocery bags, suitcases, packages. Your cat isn't so much claiming it as cataloging it. They're adding it to their scent database. This object is now part of my world. I've registered it. Watch for this on your shoes and bags when you come home from somewhere unfamiliar. Your cat is literally reading where you've been and then overwriting that information with their own scent, updating the record. What to read? Curiosity. Investigation. I'm processing this new thing. Signal 4. Rapid urgent face rubbing on you. Same tool. Completely different emotional state. If the cheek rubbing is fast, repetitive, almost frantic, the cat switching sides, pressing harder than usual. This is typically a sign of heightened emotional arousal. This can mean excitement, usually right before feeding or play. But it can also signal anxiety reactivation. A cat who has just been in a stressful situation, using aloe rubbing on a trusted person to rapidly rebuild their sense of chemical safety. Think of it like this. Their pheromone map has been disturbed. A new person arrived, a loud noise happened, the vet visit just ended, and they're speed rebuilding their safe zone by refreshing your scent signature. What to read? Emotional urgency. I need to feel safe again, and you are how I do that. Signal 5. Face rubbing on another cat. This behavior has a specific name. Aloe rubbing mutual scent exchange between individuals. When cats rub faces on each other, or one cat rubs their face along another cat's body, they are creating what researchers call a group scent, a shared chemical identity. In feral colonies, this is how cats mark who belongs to the group. A cat that doesn't carry the group scent is treated as an outsider, sometimes aggressively. In your home, when your cats allure each other, you're watching them affirm their bond. They are saying, "We smell the same. We are the same group." This is why introducing a new cat is so chemically complex, and why scent swapping is the most effective first step in any proper cat introduction protocol. What to read? Social bonding. Group identity. We belong together. Signal 6. Rubbing on your face or hair. If a cat reaches up to rub their face specifically on your face or head, you are receiving the highest expression of this behavior. The forehead-to-face contact between cats is reserved for their closest bonds, mothers and kittens, lifelong companions. When your cat does this to you, they are not making a distinction between you and another cat they love completely. There's also something pragmatic happening. Your face and hair carry your strongest personal scent. Your cat is both reading you. Are you stressed? Did you go somewhere? Have you touched another animal? And overriding that information with their own mark. What to read? Maximum intimacy. I love you at the level of family. Signal 7. Rubbing on objects you've recently touched. This one is particularly touching once you understand it. When your cat rubs their face on an object that you recently touched, your glasses, your phone, your coffee cup, they are deliberately blending your scent with theirs onto a neutral surface. They're creating scent landmarks that say, "My person was here. This space is safe because of them." Some cats do this compulsively after their owner leaves for work. It's a self-soothing behavior. They're rebuilding their security map, using the only raw material available, the residual scent you left behind. What to read? Attachment, comfort-seeking you, make this place feel safe. Signal 8. No face rubbing at all. The absence of this behavior is itself a signal. A cat who does not face rub on a new person, a new object, or a new space is telling you clearly, "I do not yet feel safe enough to invest my scent here." Face rubbing requires trust. It requires the cat to move close, lower their guard, and make sustained physical contact. A cat who refuses to bunt a new family member isn't being unfriendly. They're being honest about where they are emotionally. Forced interaction at this stage is counterproductive. The correct response is patience. Let them choose when to make the first deposit. What to read? Wariness. Unsettled. I'm not ready to claim this yet. So why did cats evolve to communicate this way? 3 reasons. And they all make perfect sense once you understand how cats live. The first reason. Cats are solitary hunters. Unlike pack animals, cats don't stay in constant visual contact with their group. They need a communication system that persists in their absence. A scent mark left in the morning is still sending its message at midnight. Sound and expression require 2 animals to be present at the same moment. Scent works across time. The second reason, chemical honesty. You cannot fake a pheromone. Your cat's facial secretions are biochemically unique. They carry individual identity information that cannot be imitated or falsified. When your cat marks you, they're not just labeling you as theirs. They're making a chemical record that says they specifically were here. In a world without language, this is the most trustworthy form of communication that exists. The third reason, the calming cascade. Research on F3 pheromones, the primary compound in cheek gland secretions, shows they actively reduce cortisol activity in cats who encounter them. This isn't just marking, this is chemical reassurance. When your cat rubs their face on the corners of your home, they are literally making the air feel safer to breathe. They are engineering their own emotional environment. They are, in a very real biological sense, decorating with calm. Now the quick reference guide. Here are all 8 signals in one place. Take a screenshot of this, you'll want it. When you see a slow cheek press on furniture, your cat is doing territorial comfort marking. When they push their forehead into your hand or face, that's deep trust you are, family. A chin rub on new objects is investigation. They're cataloging something new. Rapid back and forth rubbing on you is emotional urgency. They're rebuilding their sense of safety. 2 cats rubbing faces together is group bonding, shared chemical identity. Rubbing on your personal items while you're away is attachment. You make the space feel safe. Rubbing specifically on your face or hair is the highest form of intimacy in their entire vocabulary. And no rubbing at all? That's honesty. They're not ready yet. And they need more time. 8 signals, 1 behavior, completely different conversations. Here is my favorite part of every episode in this series. Because understanding your cat is wonderful, but talking back to them in their own language is something else entirely. There are 4 ways to respond. The first is the slow hand offer. Don't reach for your cat. Extend 1 finger or the back of your hand at their nose level and wait. If they choose to rub their cheek on it, they're initiating the exchange. You've just been marked. You've just been trusted. Let it happen. Let them finish. Don't pull away early. This is the equivalent of a cat saying hello and you saying hello back. Except, this hello is made of chemistry, and it means more. The second is the head press return. When your cat bumps your hand with their forehead, try pressing back gently, with the same low pressure they're giving you. Don't overdo it. Just meet them. Cats in bonded pairs do this. The return pressure confirms, yes, I received that. Yes, I'm yours too. Many cats will pause when you do this, because they weren't expecting an answer. Then they'll do it again, harder. That's the conversation working. The third is scent familiarity before arrival. If you've been somewhere unfamiliar, especially somewhere with other animals, and you want to minimize your cat's anxious rapid rubbing when you get home, try this. Before you come inside, give your cat a moment to smell you from a slight distance. Don't immediately reach down to pet them. Let them approach, investigate, and initiate the face rub on their own terms. You walked into their chemical library smelling like a stranger. Give them 30 seconds to refile you correctly. The fourth is scent exchange for new relationships. If you have a new cat, or your cat is bonding slowly with someone new in the home, try this protocol. Take a soft cloth. Gently rub it along an established cat's cheeks. Leave it near the new cat's sleeping space, or near the new person's belongings. You're not tricking them. You're introducing them the way cats actually introduce themselves to each other. In scent first. Your cat has been running this system their entire life. Every door frame in your home, every corner of your couch, every inch of you that they've ever rubbed their face against, it's all been a conversation. A very patient, very deliberate, very loving conversation with someone who didn't yet speak the language. You do now. So here's what I want you to do. Watch your cat today, not passively, but like a reader. Notice which part of their face they lead with. Notice where they choose to mark. Notice when they come to you, urgent and fast, versus slow and deliberate. And then come back here and tell me what you see. Drop it in the comments. My cat rubs their face on blank, and now I think it means blank. I read every single one of these. And I want to know, if this episode made you think differently about something your cat does every day, save it. Share it with someone who lives with a cat and doesn't yet know what their cat is trying to say. The language has always been there. You just learn to read it.